As the story begins, we see a shining skyscraper reflecting the golden hue of the sun. On the road below, a blue car speeds along. Inside, a young girl is behind the wheel, driving alone. Her face is tense, anxious, and visibly unsettled. With hesitation and fear in her voice, she mutters, "Strange. I need to ask someone for directions." She scans the area outside, turning the steering wheel slightly, but there's no one around. Letting out a soft sigh, she gathers herself and makes a decision. "I'll try turning left." But the moment she looks forward, her eyes widen in horror. A massive obstacle looms ahead. She's just seconds from a crash. Her mind blanks. Her body freezes, unable to process the danger. Then, reflex. She slams the brake pedal with all her strength, head dropping down as terror grips her. The car comes to a sudden, screeching stop, mere inches away from impact. Suddenly, a glowing blue energy bursts around the car, crackling like lightning. Stunned and shaken, the girl raises her head and sees him. A young man, his hands glowing with that same blazing blue energy, stands before the vehicle. His blue eyes shine with intensity. His brown hair rustles in the breeze. He's covered in that radiant aura like a barrier of power. Tears well in her eyes. She's in disbelief, shocked and grateful all at once. The obstacle, a massive boulder, the very thing she nearly crashed into. The boy had stopped the car with his bare hands. Standing in front of the hood, hands pressed to the metal, the boy lets out a sigh. Turning his head slightly, he asks dryly, "Why do heroes and villains always have to mess everything up?" He walks calmly to the window, leans down, and with polite concern asks, "Miss, are you all right?" The girl, still trembling, forces a reply, "I guess not." A voice calls from behind. A man with gray hair, coat slung over his shoulder, approaches casually. "I'd be surprised too, seeing JINWOON's face, huh?" It's revealed. The boy who stopped the car is named JINWOON. Frustrated, JINWOON snaps, "Shut up." Trying to gather herself, the girl replies, "I'm all right, but what's going on here?" JINWOON rubs the back of his head, eyeing her curiously. "You're not in shock." The gray-haired man raises an eyebrow. "Is this your first time here? Then I guess you wouldn't know." JINWOON steps in to explain. "We're SHADOW, Superhuman Assistance Department office workers." The girl is completely overwhelmed. She stares blankly, unable to process what she's just heard. JINWOON chuckles. "It's a bit long, right? For now, why don't you get out so we can check if you're hurt?" As she steps out of the car, still reeling, she repeats the word softly, "Shadow." JINWOON, gently taking her hand and helping her out, elaborates. "To put it simply, we clean up the mess that heroes and villains make when they fight." The gray-haired man leans forward, inspecting her carefully. "Are you hurt anywhere?" She shakes her head. "I think I'm okay." JINWOON gestures toward the boulder. "A hero threw a villain and smashed that." Then he points to where her car had been parked. "And where you were sitting, that's the corner of a building destroyed by a villain." The girl looks around, stunned. She hadn't even realized it. The man with gray hair calls out, "JINWOON." JINWOON turns. "Mr. Gray." It's revealed his name is Zeno, but they call him Mr. Gray. Mr. Gray addresses the girl. She blushes, slightly flustered. "Need anything?" In her mind, she thinks, "He's so handsome." With a smirk, Mr. Gray tells her, "I've got work to do here. Could you step aside?" She steps away quickly, thinking, "No, wait. I don't care about looks." Mr. Gray kneels, grabs the boulder. His fingers emit a soft blue glow. With ease, he lifts the massive rock and tosses it aside. The girl gasps. "How'd he lift that?" "He must be super strong." Mr. Gray chuckles. It's the gloves, actually." JINWOON, smiling, adds, "He's still pretty strong without them, though." The girl watches in awe. "I still can't believe he's human." Mr. Gray pulls out an iron-like tool, glowing faintly with the same energy. As he runs it across the building's cracked surface, the cracks vanish instantly. The girl, even more amazed, blurts, "What is that?" JINWOON grins. It irons out any cracks and bumps, smooths the surface of buildings. Then, trying to show off, he adds, "I mean, I don't use any tools like that." Surprised, she asks, "Wow, really? Why not?" Turning dramatically, JINWOON spreads his arms, blue energy flickering. "Because I'm Shadow's eraser." He places his hand on the damaged wall. In a burst of blue light, all the cracks disappear, clean, instant, flawless. The girl is stunned. How did you do that?" JINWOON shrugs smugly. "It's no big deal for a superhuman like me." Impressed, she reaches for her phone. "I've got to get a picture of this." But before she can snap a photo, Mr. Gray gently grabs her hand. "Sorry, miss, but no pictures allowed." With a soft smile, he winks. Startled, the girl meekly replies, "Okay." Mr. Gray teases, "Come on, don't look so disappointed." Then, turning more serious, "Anyway, are you sure you're all right? Were you going somewhere? You should get going." She responds, "No, I've got lots of time." Mr. Gray laughs. "Haha, you're an interesting girl." Suddenly, a boy with blue hair rushes in. "Sorry, school ended late." He walks past the car, tapping it as he notices the girl. Whose car is this?" Their eyes meet. There's a strange look exchanged. Then the boy shouts, "Remora!" JINWOON and Mr. Gray made a mistake. JINWOON and Mr. Gray yell, "Hey, Sesame!" Nearby, a man in a black coat, sipping juice, watches them silently. Everyone turns on Sesame. "Be quiet, Sesame. Quit shouting. You're gonna get us all caught." The man in the coat tosses his drink and walks toward them, hand on his head. He commands, "Mr. Gray, JINWOON, stop it, both of you. Now." He glares at Mr. Gray. "Zeno, why didn't you do something?" Zeno shrugs, smiling. "Sorry, didn't feel like I should get involved. I'm from the restoration department. They're memory sweepers." JINWOON jumps in. "Yeah, Zeno's done nothing wrong." He adds, flustered, "We were just worried that she was hurt." The man frowns. "Why were you worrying about that?" "That's the hero's job." He presses his forehead, exasperated. "Don't you all know we've got to finish this before the marathon passes through?" Everyone replies in unison, "We know." He looks up at the sky. "Dahlia, I'll let you take over here." The girl turns her gaze skyward. Floating above is a blonde-haired girl, Dahlia. The man instructs, "Dahlia, look around the area and do some human detection to see if there's anyone else." As Dahlia rises higher and begins scanning, the girl watches in disbelief. She's flying. Dahlia activates her powers, restoring the damaged building. Workers begin reassembling. Start restoring the surface. The black-coated man scans the area with his unknown power. After battles between heroes and villains, citizens evacuate to the air raid shelter, so no one sees us. Analyzing quickly, he announces, "The first marathon runners are expected to arrive in 15 minutes. He nods. "Good." Then, to the others, "I'm pulling out the restoration department first. As for the memory sweep department." The girl watches, still amazed, her eyes wide with wonder. JINWOON and the man glance at her and sigh. JINWOON steps toward her. "All right, back to your car, miss. It's time to go now." "I'll take you." Confused, she asks, "What?" He hands her a card. "This is one of our subsidiaries. If you're hurt, call them." She looks at the card. It reads, "Silhouette." JINWOON smiles, turning. "Well, see you." It was really nice meeting you like this." Blushing, she asks, "Will we be able to see each other again?" JINWOON smiles, softly places a hand on her face. Then JINWOON takes out a syringe and asks Ano, because you'll forget about US. Then he uses it on her, throwing that liquid on her. The girl's expression was empty now. While standing in front of a door, she asks to herself, when did I get here? As she had forgotten all of that. The scene shifts to JINWOON, where he was walking away while putting his hand in his backhead hairs. JINWOON mutters to himself, she was pretty cute. A voice from behind calls out to JINWOON, asking him JINWOON, get back to your work. A fight has broken out in the A2 area. Go there and wait for it to finish. With frustration, JINWOON mutters his teeth and shouts, Wahili looking into the sky, why can't they be more gentle? As JINWOON arrives at the scene, the bitter cold forces him to bundle up in warm clothes. He exhales visibly, breath turning into fog as he stands in front of a massive frozen boulder. Touching the icy surface, he yelps, my hands are so cold. With a frustrated scowl, he mutters, why do they have to freeze everything like this? I'm gonna get frostbite. Mr. Gray sighs. Did this have to be this early too? JINWOON grumbles. Mr. Gray's too old to be doing this kind of stuff. While working nearby, Sesame shouts, irritated, quit screwing around. Ah, come on, cut me some slack, Mr. Gray replies casually. Sesame snaps, I've got a physical at school today. Are you going to take the blame if I'm late? Mr. Gray starts up a large tool and responds, but I didn't cause this. Just hurry up. Suddenly, the tool releases a powerful energy shock, blasting a hole through the ice stone. Mr. Gray sighs. This thing took forever to charge. Walking up to Sesame, he adds, sorry, Sesame, I shouldn't have called you for this. Is this really the right time to apologize for that? Sesame retorts. Mr. Gray looks around. Everyone's gone out to prepare for something this afternoon. JINWOON turns to Sesame. Hey, are you really late? Should I take you to school? Sesame shakes his head. Forget it. I'd rather just walk. JINWOON smirks. Right. Gotta exercise to grow taller someday. Screw you, JINWOON. Mr. Gray chimes in playfully. Give your dad a kiss before leaving. Sesame glares. What do you mean? My dad's at home. JINWOON grins. You're gonna be late, Sesame. Hurry up. Sesame bows slightly and mutters, see you after school. All right, Mr. Gray nods. As JINWOON rummages through a box, he mumbles, don't I have a change of clothes? Then, thinking to himself, I think Sesame likes going to school. I used to always sleep in class. Mr. Gray overhears. Sesame's not like you. Sighing, he mutters, a physical, huh? JINWOON asks, don't they do a superhuman test in high school physicals? Yeah, probably, Mr. Gray replies. JINWOON grows nervous. Then couldn't he have just not gone today? Since we already know. You can't just skip school because you don't want to go, Mr. Gray says firmly. Trying to change the topic, JINWOON pulls out his phone and dials. Mr. Gray raises an eyebrow. What a guy! He's calling Sesame. At school, a teacher scolds, no running in the hall. Sesame, caught off guard, fumbles for his ringing phone. Why wasn't it on vibrate? Inside the nurse's office, 2 students walk in. It's in the nurse's room, right? One asks. Someone close the door, the other says. Sesame answers in a hushed, annoyed voice. Hello, why'd you call me? I almost got my phone taken away. Can't you just skip the examination? JINWOON asks with a mischievous grin. Of course not. That's why you called. I just wanted to see if you could get out of it. Anyway, never mind. From behind, Mr. Gray adds, don't be disappointed if you don't get taller. The 2 laugh, sharing a quiet moment. The scene shifts to a running track. JINWOON and Mr. Gray greet a familiar figure in a black coat, clearly uneasy. What a pleasant surprise. Weren't you supposed to be somewhere else? What brings you here? Silently, the black-coated man crushes a soda can in his fist. A bus rolls up beside them. Inside an office, Mr. Gray says, it's been a long time since I've seen a superhuman test. Nearby, Dahlia instructs a girl, Now, can you concentrate on this cup? The girl hesitates. Hyomyo stares intently, startling her. The man in the black coat scolds him. Hyomyo, you're freaking the kid out. Turning to the girl, he says, Sorry, can you just concentrate for 5 seconds? The computer beeps. Just a human, he mutters. JINWOON watches. I remember doing this. Mr. Gray shrugs. Yeah, I don't remember. I must be getting old. You don't remember because you're not a superhuman, the black-coated man says bluntly. The girl walks out of the testing room and mutters, What kind of test was that? Seconds later, her memory is wiped, courtesy of Shadow. JINWOON smirks. If you watch these, you get to find out who the future heroes and villains will be, right? You should teach them to stop messing the city up. Mr. Gray sighs. Well, that doesn't really concern us. It's not Shadow's business whether that 1 in 10,000 superhuman ends up a hero or a villain. Even if we knew, we couldn't do anything about it anyway. Suddenly, the lights go out. A voice cries, I'm scared, do something. Just be quiet, another mutters. The black-coated man flips the lights back on. Mr. Gray is clinging to JINWOON. I was so scared, he wails. Get off me. JINWOON shouts, annoyed. Did the power go out? JINWOON asks, Can we continue? The man responds coldly, turning toward Dahlia and Hyomyo. Dahlia asks, How about we put Sesame in last? Just then, Sesame walks in. Do I really need to do this again? Come on in, Dahlia says. Sesame notices a chained Rubik's Cube. There wasn't anything like this last year. He picks it up. His eyes widen as the lock clicks open by itself. JINWOON lights up. I've been waiting for this. The computer beeps. A result appears. Superhuman, skill, particle disruptor. Sesame stares in disbelief. Grinning, JINWOON and Mr. Gray nudge him. Open it, it's a gift. We didn't have much time to prepare this, but we hope you like it. All right, let's go. They ask, How did you like it? Sesame, flustered, yells, I don't want to go. Are you upset? JINWOON teases, Go away. I'm not going. Sesame snaps. What a baby, Mr. Gray says. Shut up. Let's get out of here. The scene shifts again to a bus and then to a mug that suddenly darkens. A mysterious hand reaches toward it. A computer screen flickers on. Beep. Superhuman. The scene shifts to a new location where an incident has occurred. The Shadow team has arrived to handle the aftermath and begin the restoration work. Mr. Gray is sitting on the ground, fixing broken dishes with his magic tool. He grumbles, Those damn villains even broke the dishes. He focuses on his work, removing the cracks from the porcelain with precision. Then, rubbing his finger under his nose with a confident flourish, he admires his work until the dish suddenly shatters again. What's wrong with this thing? He blurts in frustration, moving toward a large hole in the wall. Tool in hand, he mutters, I'll fill in the wall. But as he tries, the tool malfunctions. Why isn't this working? I don't know, it should work. Finishing up, Mr. Gray steps back. Looks like it's all fixed. Anywhere else? Immediately, JINWOON perks up. Is it my turn now? Strapping on his gear and hoisting the device on his back, he proclaims, All right, let's show them what it looks like when Shadows fixed it. But just then, his superior appears. You're late, he scolds. While you were goofing around, I already sprayed the inside with the sprinkler. JINWOON is stunned. The superior hands him a small tool. Just do the outside. The damaged area is pretty big, so use this. Inspecting the tool, JINWOON asks, I'm glad I've got this. Did she also make it? Ash. The superior's expression hardens. Don't talk about her in front of me. JINWOON sighs, tempted to ask again, but the superior cuts him off. I said don't. JINWOON nods, smirking. All right. He activates his communicator. I'm starting the eraser rain. Launching the device into the sky, his superior addresses the humans assisting with repairs. Please check that you've got your bracelet on. If you forget, you'll lose your memories and won't be able to work for Shadow, though that's never happened before. JINWOON pushes the button. I'm starting now. But nothing happens. Stunned, JINWOON keeps pressing the button in panic. What? Why isn't it working? You're going to break it, the superior warns. Give it to me. He takes the tool, wondering how could it not work. Pressing the button himself. A light flashes from the device and his eyes widen. Suddenly he collapses. Remora. JINWOON cries, rushing to his side. Kneeling beside him, JINWOON desperately calls his name again and again, panic rising in his voice. What happened? Frantically shaking him, JINWOON watches as Remora finally regains consciousness, only to suddenly grab JINWOON's face with a firm grip. Relieved, JINWOON asks quickly, "Where do you work? Do you remember your name?" "Shadow," Remora answers. JINWOON exhales. What a relief. But then Remora stares at him blankly. "But who are you?" JINWOON is frozen, expression blank, shocked, speechless. Later, they return to Shadow headquarters. JINWOON and Mr. Gray show Remora photos of his colleagues. "I don't know any of them," Remora says plainly. "Why do we have to do this?" JINWOON smirks mischievously. "Looks like you've totally forgotten, but around here, you're the new guy." Remora frowns, slightly. JINWOON wonders silently, does he remember? Grinding his teeth, Remora mutters, "All right." Then, smiling stiffly, he says, "I hope you'll teach me lots about restoring buildings, sir." "Sir?" JINWOON bursts into laughter. Mr. Gray warns, "You'll regret this later." They start discussing Remora's condition. "Still, at least he remembers Shadow," JINWOON says. "I guess that's the silver lining," Mr. Gray adds. Remora sits quietly, not following the conversation. He notices the memory erasing gun on the table and picks it up. Mr. Gray starts to ask, "It was an accident, but how did it?" But before he finishes, Remora points the gun at him. "What's this?" He fires. Before the blast hits, JINWOON dives in and knocks Mr. Gray out of the way. He falls to the ground from the impact. Zeno storms in, furious. "This isn't gonna work." He lifts Remora onto his shoulder and says, "Let's step out for a little bit." Mr. Gray rushes to JINWOON. "What's going on?" "Just relax." Lying on the ground, JINWOON mumbles, "I shouldn't have joked around with him." He begins panicking. This is the end of Shadow. What do we do? Zeno might lose his memory too. He thinks of Remora. He's forgotten so many things. Without Remora, all we have is Mr. Gray. JINWOON wipes his eyes and cries, "Mr. Gray, how can I trust you?" "I'm standing right here, jerk," Mr. Gray snaps. "Don't worry. I called someone." Footsteps echo from behind. "She's here," he says. A blonde girl steps into the room, looking like a quirky doctor. She exclaims, "Remora, my love, how could you lose your memory?" "I've come to see you." Mr. Gray blushes. "She's still at it." "I did not expect that," JINWOON mutters. Clutching a toy horse, the girl weeps dramatically. "How could Remora forget me, Ash? I can understand him forgetting this beautiful face, but this just proves how incredible my engineering is." She hops on the toy horse and rides it around. JINWOON massages his forehead. "Is she really okay?" "Maybe." Mr. Gray replies. "In spite of how she looks," he adds. "She created all of Shadow's technology. She's our technical intelligence manager, Ash." Suddenly he asks, "By the way, where'd Remora go?" Ash checks her device. "Strange. My devices have never malfunctioned before. Why now all of a sudden?" JINWOON hands her the unit. "This isn't the first time. Lately, we've had trouble with partially erased memories too." "I had no idea," Ash replies seriously. "I'd better look into this." Then, with a sly smile, she says, "I understand the situation. I think I'll be needing your help." "I knew it," Mr. Gray sighs. "How?" JINWOON asks quickly, because it's the reason I've been around here so long. They arrive at Ash's lab, Ash's palace. Inside, JINWOON and Ash sit at a terminal while Mr. Gray relaxes on a machine chair. The system asks for a high-level password. JINWOON leans toward Ash. Don't we need Remara's password for this? Do you know it? Ash smiles. Don't worry. If it's not screw off, Ash, it's probably stop it, Ash. JINWOON groans inwardly. Maybe it's better he doesn't get his memory back. Ash types. It's stop it, Ash. Mr. Gray, still on the chair, says, Can we get this over with quickly? JINWOON grumbles. I don't really like doing this. Wait a moment, Ash replies calmly. JINWOON turns to Mr. Gray. This is why they keep you around? Is this how they tolerate your slacking off? Why, he asks. You really want to know? Mr. Gray begins. Well, my brain is connected to Shadow's main system. What? JINWOON gasps. Mr. Gray explains. A few years ago, I was psychologically attacked by a villain. My brain was a mess. He must have hated us for cleaning up after him. To preserve my memories, Ash linked me directly to the computer system. Ash adds, so I brought him here to access the information stored in his brain. JINWOON blinks. I have no idea what that means. Ash grins. It means he's our master key. JINWOON is speechless. Ash starts the process. Mr. Gray winces. Be gentle. Don't act like such a baby, Ash smirks. Later, they return to Remara and use a device Ash developed to recover his memory. Ash leans in. So, my love, do you remember me? Remara stares. Screw off, Ash. Everyone cheers. After that, a chip is embedded in Remara's body. No need for a memory bracelet anymore. JINWOON reflects, saddened. It'll never stop working, Remara. This is the first time anyone at Shadow has lost their memory. He calls out to Ash. Hey, Ash. Remara interrupts. Could you leave now? JINWOON asks, Is there a way to recover memories erased by something other than eraser rain? Ash responds with a puzzled look. Something other than eraser rain? JINWOON's expression shifts uneasily. Behind them, Remara and Mr. Gray are arguing, Mr. Gray insisting Remara needs to rest. Ash turns back to JINWOON and states firmly, No, there's no way. JINWOON, visibly disappointed, lowers his gaze. I see. Ash continues gently. Unfortunately, even with my skills, it's not currently possible. Actually, I'd say luck played a big part in Remara's memories coming back. Then, with a faint smile, she adds, Since I'm the one who created Eraser Rain, I could reverse it. I've referred back to it many times too. JINWOON listens quietly. But with any other technology, Ash explains, it would be far more complicated to try to recover memories, especially memories erased by superhumans. JINWOON looks down again, his heart sinking. There's simply no way. Suddenly, a memory flickers in JINWOON's mind. A classroom discussion. A superhuman? Isn't that a good thing? He once asked innocently. One friend replied, Good. It's like winning the lottery. Another classmate laughed. Yeah, whatever, JINWOON. Just think about it for a second. The scene shifts. JINWOON and his classmates are standing in the school garden. The water tank on the roof suddenly bursts. Chaos. Screaming. Water flooding everywhere. In a panic, JINWOON unknowingly activates his powers. When the dust settles, all the students lie unconscious. JINWOON is the only one left standing. He runs to them, shaking them awake. One girl finally opens her eyes. Are you all right? JINWOON asks, but she stares at him blankly. Who are you? None of them remember. JINWOON flinches. Suddenly, Ash's voice snaps him back to the present. Did I answer your question? JINWOON blinks. Yeah, I think I understand what you mean. Ash smirks. I can tell you don't get it. She turns away. I'd better get back to checking the machines. See you later. JINWOON nods. Sure. As she leaves, his face turns somber. The scene cuts. A villain slams a hero into a wall, the impact cracking it apart. Anger fills the hero's eyes. Aren't you tired of taking hostages? Nearby, a terrified child clings to their mother. It's all right, she tries to reassure them. The villain scoffs. I'm getting more tired of you interrupting me. He raises his arms wide. Today, why don't you just sit back and watch, you stupid hero? Suddenly, hey, both of you. JINWOON shouts, stepping out from beneath the debris. If you're gonna fight, go do it in an empty lot. The villain squints. Aren't you from Shadow? He sneers. Can't you see we're not done here? The hero, irritated, adds, I don't have time to save you too. JINWOON glares. Quit messing the city up. Just fight a little more gently. A voice crackles in his earpiece. JINWOON, are you meddling again? Requesting Memory Sweep Department to Area 1. Restoration Department to Area B13. JINWOON sighs, pulls out his tool brush, and begins working. I'm really gonna get in trouble for this later. The villain's eyes flare with fury. Since you're from Shadow, why don't you? He raises his hand, powering an attack. Just quietly wait in the shadows. The energy is launched. JINWOON looks up and screams. Another floor. Is it broken again? Just then, the hero intercepts the blast, saving JINWOON. Above, standing on a roof, the villain smirks. I don't need to do a thing. Back at Shadow headquarters. On the wall hangs the Shadow rules and policies. Quick and precise restoration. No interfering in battles. Erase the memories of all witnesses when restoration is complete. Do not get involved with heroes and villains. Remora confronts JINWOON. So, explain this to me. Why did you get in the middle of a fight? JINWOON scratches his neck, giving a sheepish grin. I just wanted to fix it. There were still citizens inside, too. Remora crushes, a ken in his hand. You almost got crushed by the building. He steps forward, voice rising. Listen to me. What if something happened to you while you were there? JINWOON is stunned. Remora lectures him. I was just thinking of the citizens. If we lose you, who would restore buildings and erase memories? The heroes? Or should we ask the villains for a favor? Please don't smash the buildings. JINWOON clenches his fists. Remora's tone darkens. You don't know about what happened 7 years ago, do you? Back then, Shadow was in disarray. Do you have any idea how long it took to restore the city? Images flash, rubble, chaos. Mr. Gray and Remora in shock. Remora faces JINWOON directly. Protect yourself for the city. JINWOON pauses, then quietly says, but it's no good if I survive alone. He smiles. When you got your memory back, I was hoping to take back what I did. A memory plays. Ash's words echo. There's simply no way to recover a memory erased by a superhuman. JINWOON thinks to himself, I was foolish. I've thought about it a lot before. Remora remembers JINWOON's arrival at Shadow. Mr. Gray had said, You're JINWOON, right? Your name really suits your ability. Haha, JINWOON the Eraser. The Korean word JINWOON means erased. JINWOON turns to Mr. Gray. Did you just figure out that I erased people's memories? Or is that why you brought me here to begin with? You want me to erase their memories again. His voice breaks. If you're from Shadow, why don't you erase my memory? He looks at Remora. Don't erase who you are on the inside. Then, with a smile, with my abilities, if I get the chance to restore everything, I don't mind getting hurt. A flashback. Mr. Gray's words. In return, you just do what you do best. JINWOON adds, I may not be able to recover lost memories, but with my ability, I'll try to help as many people as possible. Remora is stunned. Stupid, he mutters, then warns. You're a smooth talker, but if you ever get involved in another battle, you're dead meat. Cut to Mr. Gray. They finished restoration work at the scene. We're all done. It took us forever without JINWOON. We need him so much. Mr. Gray pauses, concerned. Will he be okay? It's kind of a sensitive issue, especially to Remora. Suddenly, a chunk of debris drops on Mr. Gray's head. He rubs his head. Where'd that piece fall from? He peers into the hole in the ceiling. Pitch darkness. Then he gets excited. Shoot, I've got to find it. He steps inside. Silence. Then a soft touch around his waist. A voice whispers behind him. Well, better go look. Mr. Gray freezes. He turns around and sees red lips. A woman. Suddenly, a flash of glowing blue robes erupts from the darkness and yanks Mr. Gray inward with incredible force. Something's dragging me, he cries, struggling helplessly as he's pulled into the pitch black. Once inside, the force lets go. Mr. Gray stumbles to the ground, catching his breath. Behind him, a radiant, bluish aura flares. Stepping from the light is a tall, handsome young man, long hair cascading over his shoulders, dressed in sleek, elegant clothes. Are you all right? The stranger asks, his tone calm and composed. The scene shifts to the Shadow Association headquarters. Everyone get over here. Mr. Gray shouts, rallying the whole team. Once they gather, he proudly announces, This guy's going to be working with us from now on. The room falls into stunned silence. What? JINWOON blurts out. He points at the new recruit. Are you one of those time stoppers? Mr. Gray waves it off. No, he's nothing like that. JINWOON frowns. Are you sure you should decide something like this without asking Remora first? This is kind of a big decision. Mr. Gray scoffs. Don't talk back to me. He won't mind. I'm older than him anyway. JINWOON crosses his arms. Still, Remora is your superior. Why'd you bring him in all of a sudden? Mr. Gray clears his throat and begins explaining. Yesterday, as I was finishing up work, I accidentally fell. A flashback plays, Mr. Gray lying on the ground groaning. The elegant man rushes over. Are you all right? The world's a dangerous place nowadays. I'm glad you're not hurt. Shadow workers arrive. What happened? Are you okay? Back in the present, Mr. Gray beams. And I thought, hey, would you like to join Shadow? The young man had smiled. Pardon? Mr. Gray continues dramatically. I finally met someone who's nice to an older person like me. If he's not right for Shadow, then who is? The newcomer offers a polite bow. Nice to meet you all. JINWOON steps forward with a sigh. Well, all right then. Hi there, I'm JINWOON. Nearby, Sesame remains completely disinterested. Mr. Gray elbows him playfully. Sesame, are you shy or something? Come on, don't be a baby. JINWOON mutters under his breath, watching the newcomer. You'll have a lot to learn about. Mr. Gray throws an arm around the rookie's shoulder. All right, let's all try to get along together. Everyone offers uneasy, half-hearted nods. The scene shifts. Shadow is deployed on a mission. JINWOON whispers to Zeno. Something just doesn't seem right. Zeno eyes the area cautiously. Strange. At a distance, the newcomer is working beside Mr. Gray, but keeps glancing in JINWOON's direction. Zeno turns to JINWOON. What's wrong? JINWOON sighs. A lot of machines aren't working right lately. Mr. Gray approaches. Is there another problem? Zeno smirks, glancing between Gray and the new recruit. Oh boy, what's going on here? I know the new guy hasn't been assigned to a department yet, but he must be having a hard time. He chuckles. If there's a problem, I'll help with anything. The new guy responds calmly. I'm getting used to things not working. That's how you learn, after all. He looks toward another cluster of workers. I'd better go help them over there. Keep working, you two. Mr. Gray nods and gestures in another direction. Let's go take a look over there. But as Mr. Gray guides him, his hand accidentally brushes the small of the new guy's bare lower back. just above the waistband. JINWOON visibly flinches in the background. Too much. The pair approach a large malfunctioning machine. Mr. Gray turns. So? Think you can handle it? The rookie shrugs. Still learning, so I'm not sure. Mr. Gray crouches down. Well, you did just start. You'll get used to it. But as he turns his head, his eyes briefly glance at the recruit's exposed stomach. He freezes, stunned. Slowly rising, he clears his throat and reaches for a nearby vending machine, pulling out a can of juice. By the way, I've been wanting to say something for a while. He places the can on the table. You could catch a cold walking around with your belly exposed like that. The recruit laughs. This is just my fashion. Mr. Gray offers the can. Oh yeah? It's pretty cold though. From a distance, JINWOON watches, frowning. Looks like something else is breaking down, he mutters, then rushes over. As he arrives, he finds Mr. Gray offering his coat to the new recruit. Why don't you put on my clothes, just in case? Wait a minute. Mr. Gray! JINWOON shouts. Both turn in shock. JINWOON grabs Mr. Gray by the arm and drags him away. At the stairs, out of earshot. Why were you acting like that toward the rookie? JINWOON demands. Mr. Gray blinks. What did I do wrong? Look at yourself. You're being way too nice. So what? Mr. Gray snaps. JINWOON throws his hands in the air. So, you don't think you're doing anything wrong? I'm surprised. Still, you can't do that. Mr. Gray shouts back. What's wrong with being nice to the rookie? JINWOON furrows his brow. Don't you get it? You may be getting older and seeing all young people as your grandkids or children, but you can't treat a grown person like that. Mr. Gray flinches. JINWOON exhales, trying to calm down. But Mr. Gray suddenly blurts. JINWOON, are you jealous of how I'm treating that kid? JINWOON stares. What? Can you start making sense? Suddenly he explodes. She's obviously a girl. Mr. Gray's mind short-circuits. He drops to his knees, staring blankly. W, what are you doing? JINWOON asks, confused. Mr. Gray clutches his spinning head. A wave of disorientation washing over him. He starts picturing illusions. The new recruit, shifting, warping, morphs into a girl before his very eyes. Her voice echoes. Darling, you're still so soft. She holds a Rubik's Cube. Her gaze playful, wicked. I've looked all around. Shall we start? Mr. Gray gulps. I think I've made a serious mistake.